Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Bears offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Mustangs offense will get the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season, but this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. Going to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
The Mustangs decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Nice move, creates some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
To the ground with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
I think the quarterback on that play on 3rd down showing you his maturity and his experience. Nothing open. So you're not going to try to force the ball into coverage, risk turning it over, just throw it out of bounds, live to play another day.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. UCLA dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for space, it's Cuber. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Here's a heat. Still running at the 40. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Creates a little space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Here comes the offense on first down. Going to the run, it's Cuber. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw. It's Velasquez. He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Mustangs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put what? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Under fire. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Find some fresh air. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Dropping back, it's Velasquez. Takes the easy one to the back. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Got it in the middle, it's Need. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Using his legs, it's Wolf. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now they're going to throw it. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll try the run. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. Makes one man miss. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, heading to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw, it's Velasquez. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Right down the middle. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 12, and not much doing on that kick return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Powers through the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Need. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Velasquez. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. He'll keep it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Old Dominion delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the Sun Belt. Trust me when I say the party is on in Norfolk. Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Oh, they're after him. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Makes the pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Motion from the wideout. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in at the 40. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Hard running there. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to throw, it's Velasquez. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Floating away.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
And the Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be brought down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Takes the handoff. It's Wolf.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Look out, he's got room. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Velasquez. Quick completion on the out. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Give to the back. Slithers into space. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Trying the left side. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Golden Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Trying play action. Trying to escape and get it himself.
When it gets in long yardage situations, defensively you're thinking pass, pass, pass. How about the quarterback doing a great job? He wants to push it down the field, but he does a great job scrambling, chewing up chunks of yards, and now making this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Looking downfield, it's Velasquez. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the tailback. Fights off a defender. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll try to pound their way in. He just couldn't squirt his way in for the 2, and it's still a 5-point game here in the fourth quarter.
SMU 25, Cal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Need. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Nice move to keep running. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it from the gun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. And the Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they bring the punter onto the field now. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The hand to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day with their 5th sack of the game.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They want that clock to run. Can't get him to the ground. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. The run from the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the brain trust will go to work. He'll pull it on the read. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for